Bruno Mars.
Bruno.
Yep.
We are going to be ranking Bruno Mars's albums. I told John I have some strong feelings about some of these albums. This was quite a ride.
I already texted you with my thoughts on some of them.
Some of them, yeah. Do you want me to start us off this time?
Yeah, I went first with the Harry Styles video we did, so you can go first.
Let's see here. My number 5 is going to come as no surprise, I will say. It is, what the heck is that album even called? Doo-Wops and Hooligans. Oh my gosh, bro. I was like, we've heard these songs for decades, obviously. Because if Bruno Mars can do something, it is supply ammunition to, like, singing shows like The Voice and American Idol. So everyone's heard Grenade. Everyone's heard these tracks. Coming back to them with a little more age than when I heard them when they came out. All the production is pretty terrible throughout the album, I will say. He knows how to write a pop hook. He is great at singing on this, even back on this album. Everything else about it, my gosh, this is not a good album in my opinion, I will say. The weirdest choices production-wise. Let's see what I put here. The production sounds cheap. The pianos sound cheap. Grenade. Oh, Just the Way You Are. They're always trying something with the production, which is funny. It's almost like someone just downloaded Logic and is playing with the plugins and does not know how to, like, is overdoing it on all of them. So, for example, Just the Way You Are, the drums come in. The vinyl crackle on those drums is, like, out of this world. Whoever decided to turn that to 11, and you can take that thought and just paste it on, like, all these tracks. Every production choice is, like, cheesily overdone.
Oh my God.
I feel like a lot of the pop songs, I'm like, are these even that good, or would I remember them if they weren't played at every grocery store for like the last decade? So it was kind of a shocking moment for me going back to this album. I'm gonna honestly give this a 3 or 4 out of 10. And it's very short too. It's barely an album. It's like a mixtape. So what are your thoughts on, what's your number 5 Bruno Mars album?
My
Why
number
is it
5
also Doo-Wops and
is
Hooligans?
Doo-Wops and Hooligans. Is there a pop album that's come out the past 20 years with a more ugly and unlikable aesthetic than this one? Like, this album makes Songs About Jane by Maroon 5
I kept thinking of that
sounds
too.
sophisticated.
It does.
Like, songs about... we won't get into Maroon 5. Okay, this album, Grenade, I always hated. I thought it was a dumb song. I'm like, oh yeah, you're really gonna catch a good grenade for this girl? I mean, come on. Is she... Like, come on, dude. Just the Way You Are is sappy cheese. This album has the aesthetic of, like, you're waiting for your mom while she's getting her haircut at a salon, and it's the music that's playing at the salon, and you hate that you're there waiting for your mom, and you have to hear these terrible songs. Runaway Baby is kind of fun a little bit. I like that one, but that chorus is terrible. It repeats way too many times. Run, run away.
It does.
I'm like, are you kidding me? The Lazy Song, I do not understand why that song is so liked. It's, again...
Oh, yeah,
it's
with
just
the string plucking throughout the whole thing that comes out of nowhere and doesn't match any song on the album.
It's like trying to be like reggae and stuff with that kind of bounce. It's like...
He needs to stay away from reggae is something I learned from this discography.
Yes. The Other Side is with CeeLo Green and B.O.B. has some of the worst lyrics. Like B.O.B.'s banger bar, if they say life's a dream, call this insomnia, cause this ain't Wonderland, it damn sure ain't Narnia.
I forgot about that, you're right.
And yeah, I love how, like, this album is so acclaimed, but it has, like, the last song has, like, 2 artists who are, like, canceled, and B.O.B. and CeeLo Green. It's like, yeah, he ain't doing this song live anytime soon. Yes, this album's terrible, in my opinion.
What would you give it?
Like a 1 to 2 out of 10.
Oh, dang, that low.
I think this is one of the worst
I
albums.
thought I was being harsh.
It is insulting that this was nominated for Album of the Year.
No, was it?
The same year, I think. No, the next year. But it was nominated for Album of the Year, and I think Just the Way You Are won Record of the Year. I know.
All right, that's moving on here. Rolling this train to the next stop. I'm going to go with. This might be shocking to you because we were deciding like what video to do, and that I was like, and then John's like, "Oh, we could do discography for Bruno Mars because I have some thoughts on Unorthodox Jukebox," and you made it sound like you might like this album. I will say this album is. I started, I was giving it a chance, and then right away you get to the song Gorilla, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, that's where those cringy TikTok audios come from.
Just bang, bang, gorilla.
Is this album? That was my thought. Yeah. I was giving it a chance, and then literally, that song alone puts this at the bottom, bro. Like that, literally, that song is the worst thing he's ever made.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, okay, give me some reprieve with Treasure. I've heard the song. I like the song. Mm-hmm. It has that stupid vocoder intro on it with the baby squirrel line on it that I don't remember. That must got cut out of the radio edit.
Right.
Baby squirrel use a sexy mother.
Yeah. Also, the track Young Girls, bad title already, but then there's just like screaming goats in the whole background of this song. This is just more bad production choices overblown through, if not basic lyrics, like creepy. Or like the first album was just kind of basic lyrics. This one's basic, but then dips into like creepy cringe. For me. So that's my thoughts. I'm giving this a 4 out of 10 on a good day.
Okay. Number 4 for me, I thought I was gonna like a lot more. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Locked Out of Heaven is one of the best song. I don't care. I will argue with anyone. I love the song Locked Out of Heaven.
Okay.
The guitar vibe, even if the lyrics are a little creepy, I love that song. But number 4 is Unorthodox Jukebox.
Oh, thank goodness,
what the hell is Young Girls? Like, what the hell is that? Who mixed with
picked up on that too?
Noise? I thought, yeah, this sounds good. Or gorilla, making love like a gorilla. I don't know.
Bacon on my chest, bang bang gorilla. It's the worst line anyone has ever written, bro.
Side note, I wonder if this is also the same woman with whom Bruno wanted to make love like gorillas, because I've watched dozens of videos of gorillas making love and it does not seem consensual, so a little problematic, bro.
I also hate the song. What's that reggae song with the stupid air horn?
They're really loud, so we're gonna, great for New Year's Eve and so forth, and give you a short demonstration.
Freaky in this room, room, room. Now let me hear you say you want.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
What was that song called? Was that Natalie or was it Show Me?
No, Natalie.
Show Me. I think
Natalie was
Me.
like his take on like one of those country like
Dude,
I'm going to bury you in the backyard for what you did.
It's not as bad as that one Beyonce song where it's just randomly placed in the
air
background.
horn.
Yeah, but it's still
Yeah, no,
like
I think this
off.
is worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's off-putting. Moonshine started out good, but just dipped.
Okay.
Treasure I like. Even if it doesn't have the vocal, it's kind of fun and kind of a little bit. It shows the synth funk we would go into on an album later on this list. Again, Locked Out Heaven is a freaking bop. I love that song. 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
I'm glad. I was really worried you were gonna like that album, and this was gonna become a therapy session.
You're like Alt J.
Next, I'm not going to give much thoughts because we just reviewed it. I'm going the romantic. This is a watered down Silk Sonic. This is where he really shows his strengths in the singing and live instrumentation that he goes to do, but also shows his downfall in that he writes ChatGPT lyrics and cannot make a full album experience very well. I'll give this a 5 out of 10 like we did in our review.
Well, I have basically the exact same ranking and thoughts. Number 3 is The Romantic. Like I said, it's just mid. It just is. They're Just Might, nice lead single, but not something I would ever listen to unless it was on the radio. And I think compared to his previous hits and albums, which at least the previous 2 to this one, which are better. But even so, like, even with some of his earlier stuff, like Locked Out of Heaven, at least it's memorable. It was like with that guitar line and like the little vocal samples. You know, it's something that gets stuck in your head easily. Like, this is kind of just, okay, I'd rather listen to something else.
So Sonic.
As a full album, I think that you're right. But I think even the songs are less memorable. But go ahead with your number 2.
5 out of 10 as
5
well
out of
for
10.
you.
Yep, 5.
Yeah, that is definitely where we passed the bell curve. So he had his 2 bad albums, his 2 good albums, and then we're back down the Romantic. The top of the bell curve, starting off, I'm going 24 Karat Magic. This is where he actually made an album, where it was like one cohesive sound through the thing. It wasn't all over the place like the last 2, which were practically like someone's mixtape demos on Logic that shouldn't have gotten exported. This one actually's got some funk. This is where I don't know if, I'm guessing this album came after the single Uptown Funk they did with I was about to say Ron Swanson, because we were talking about how he sounds like Tom Haverford, The Romantic. 24 Karat Magic is great. That's why I like Versace on the Floor. This is just full of hits. It's very danceable. It's fun. Like I said, that synth funk really carries through the whole way, and you really feel like you're at a party through this whole album. He's still singing great. Obviously, the lyrics aren't crazy great or anything like that, but it is like a step above the last 2 albums.
Though.
Exactly. So this album, I'm honestly, for all those great things, I gotta share my negatives, and that's it's a short pop album that obviously there's greater synth funk in the past, but I'm gonna give this a 6 or 7 out of 10.
You're doing this on purpose. Okay. Number 2, it's interesting because we flipped. Number 2, I'm putting Silk Sonic.
Oh, dang.
And number 2. Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars play off of each other well. So well.
Anderson .Paak. Make some noise. Make some noise for Anderson .Paak.
I love that this album just it's so epic. It's the most epic album that doesn't take itself seriously. I love the song Leave the Door Open. Love that song. Fly As Me is like, every time I hear that, it just puts a smile on my face. After Last Night with Thundercat, it's like, the song's just so stupid, but it's so funny. Smoking Out the Window is great. Put On a Smile is a little bit forgettable. I love Skate. That's like one of his best songs. My biggest problem with this album is it's very front-loaded. I feel like the back songs, like Love's Train, kind of lose interest, and same with Blast Off. It's kind of anticlimactic ending. And this is, like we said, the man just doesn't need to make an album because he doesn't put enough ideas into an album. But I feel like Anderson being here with him, I feel like they could create a banger, longer album.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have pressed that button. Hold on, there's a bet. Make some noise for Anderson .Paak.
But unfortunately, they probably will never make another album together again. But 8 out of 10 on this album.
My number 1, Silk Sonic. Same reasons you stated. I feel like this is the most, even more than 24 Karat Magic, this is the most cohesive because you have that whole intro where Bootsy Collins is bringing you in with his hilarious voice and one-liners. It's all very sarcastic. Me and my wife still quote Bootsy Collins from this album to this day because it's so funny to us.
See, normally I don't stutter, but you do it to me.
This, you really feel like you're having an evening with Silk Sonic, like the album is titled. I don't have many complaints about it. Obviously, the chorus, The Fly As Me, sounds a little commercial. But the lyrics are way above all of his other albums on this one to me. Smoking Out the Window is hilarious.
Made your dad laugh.
Made your dad, yeah. The second half of the album actually grew on me a little bit. on this re-listen before, including Love's Train or whatever it's called. Yeah, such a great album. The drum fills are great, the instruments, the chord changes, everything about it. The only thing it's missing is just a little bit of grit to it. I think Bruno and Anderson play off of each other so well. They're so funny together.
Probably shouldn't have pressed that button. I'm gonna figure this out. Huh? Make some noise for Anderson .Paak.
Bruh.
This sounds like just sarcastic flirting for a nice track. A nice, 8 tracks is it? So
9.
9, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 as well. They're my favorite album by them by like a good margin.
My number 1 shocked me because I always loved the lead single. It's 24 Karat Magic. I really like this album a lot. I always liked the lead single. You know, it's kind of like he's playing off ourselves, you know, with just some of the lyrics and stuff. So fresh. You know, it's kind of like fun and everything. It feels like this is an album that you can get your friends involved. You know, oh yeah, I can sing this driving down. But I always also love the song Perm. It's really funny to me.
Okay.
That's what I like. I love that song because it's so like... It's almost like it's like trying to be like this R&B song, but it's like, oh girl, I like what you like, you know, we're gonna get, you know, the shrimp scampi and all these like niche things. It's kind of like really funny to me, and I feel like that was on purpose. And Versace on the Floor is a little bit more heartfelt, but it's not sappy. It's not, I catch a grenade for you or anything like that. It's very heartfelt.
Well, Versace on the Floor is more of like a making love song, less of a love song. I feel like.
Yeah. Calling All My Lovelies is fine. I like the song Finesse. That's a fun song. Man, is this album a bunch of fun. However, is this album better than Melodrama by Lorde, Damn by Kendrick Lamar, or one of my other favorite albums of this year that was nominated alongside with...
Was this another Grammy comparison?
Yeah, Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino. Hell nah! But, it's a fun album. I love this album. I'm giving it 8.5 out of 10.
Dang.
I really I might buy this if I ever see it.
Okay.
I really like this album a lot.
I gotta find the right... Y'all didn't give me the right button, like... I got it. Anderson .Paak.
Hell nah!
Awesome. Where do you hope he goes from here?
I don't know if he even needs to make another album. I mean, the guy has billions of dollars, you know, from people...
Yeah, but if it hit your Spotify, new Bruno Mars album, what are you hoping to find in it?
Just more collaborations. I don't know why he doesn't collaborate with more people. Like, because I think of artists, you know, like Thundercat and like Childish Gambino. Well, Childish Gambino's a little bit different, but like Thundercat, who a lot of his albums, like Drank, have a lot of, or is it Drank or Drunk? I forget. They have, you'll correct it in post. They have a lot of collaborations, and that's one of my favorites. Funk albums.
Okay.
And also Apocalypse, his album before that. But I just would love to see him collaborate on these albums more, have more guest features, maybe broaden the length out a little bit. And I think he could really make a great record that way. Last time.
What I'm hoping to wake up to in my Apple Music is a Morning with Silk Sonic as a sequel to An Evening with Silk Sonic. With different instrumentalists in it, kind of like how Thundercat and Bootsy Collins were added to this. Hoping does another album with Anderson .Paak and does the same thing, add some more people into it. Or he could do an album like Cavalcade by Black Midi.
That would be crazy. The drumming would be great.
All right, check out John's channel.
And our other
there'll
videos.
be links in the description and all of our other videos together.
Yep. Thank you.
I probably shouldn't have pressed that button. Hold on, there's a bet. Make some noise for Anderson .Paak. Probably shouldn't have pressed that button. I'm gonna figure this out. Hold on. Make some noise for Anderson .Paak. I gotta find the right... Y'all didn't give me the right button, like...